Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into how artificial intelligence is completely changing the game for how we shop and plan our travels. Seriously, it's turning what used to be super complex tasks into simple, easy conversations.
Okay, let's start with a feeling we all know, right? That chaos of having a million tabs open. Doesn't matter if you're hunting for the perfect pair of shoes or trying to piece together a vacation. The sheer amount of choice online can be, well, completely paralyzing.
So how do we get from that digital mess to a clear, simple answer? Well, today we're going to look at the technology that makes it happen. We'll see it in action for both shopping and travel. We'll weigh the good against the bad, and we'll finish up with some practical prompts you can literally use right away.
Let's start by digging into that feeling of digital overload. You know, it's this modern paradox. We have more choice than ever before in history, but finding what we actually want feels harder than ever. And you can really see the difference here. On the left, that's the old way, right? The manual grind, just endless scrolling, second-guessing every choice, and that constant fear that you're missing out on a better deal somewhere. But on the right, you've got AI. It's offering a much smarter path with suggestions tailored just for you and curated deals that just come to you.
All right, so what exactly is this new assistant? How does it actually manage to cut through all that noise? Let's break down the tech that makes it all possible.
Okay, so at the very top level, we've got artificial intelligence itself, AI. Just think of this as the big, broad goal, creating machines that can learn, reason, and make decisions, a lot like a human would.
Now this next layer, machine learning, this is where it gets really interesting. This is how the AI gets smart. It sifts through just massive amounts of data, your past searches, what you've bought, what you've clicked on, to learn your tastes and get way better at predicting what you'll want next.
And finally, the magic ingredient that makes it feel so personal is natural language processing, or NLP. This is the part that lets you just type or speak a normal question, like you're talking to a person, and have the AI actually understand you and respond intelligently. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, so we have these three layers of technology working together. But what does that actually look like? How do they combine to completely transform the experience of shopping online?
Well, your AI shopping assistant comes with a whole suite of tools. And it's not just about recommending products. It can let you virtually try on clothes with your camera, find an item from a photo you snapped, and automatically hunt down the absolute best price across the entire web.
And listen, this isn't science fiction. This stuff is already here. Tools like GG are out there finding tailored deals. Style DNA can create a whole fashion profile for you from a single photo. And Amazon's Help Me Decide feature uses your history to cut through the clutter and suggest the best option.
And it's not just for shopping. That same incredible intelligence is also taking the headache out of planning your next big trip.
I mean, think of it like having a travel agent right in your pocket. AI can spark ideas for destinations you'd absolutely love, build a complete day-by-day itinerary, find the best flight and hotel deals, and even act as your real-time translator once you're on the ground.
And just like with shopping, there are real apps putting this to work right now. GuideGeek can build you an entire itinerary through a simple chat. Skyscanner uses AI to constantly compare flight prices. And Wanderlog is fantastic for pulling all your bookings and plans into one organized, intelligent timeline.
So, this all sounds pretty incredible, right? And it is. But like with any powerful tool, it's really important that we look at the full picture, both the amazing potential and the important things we need to consider.
This really gets to the core of the trade-off. On one hand, you get this unbelievable convenience and personalization. But on the other hand, we have to think about things like data privacy, potential biases in the algorithms, and the risk of maybe relying a little too heavily on automated suggestions.
Well, let's focus on the promise first, because the benefits are truly transformative. Hyper-personalization means you see things you actually care about. Efficiency gives you back hours of your life. And the cost savings are very real, since AI can spot deals a human would probably just scroll right past.
But is it all good news? That's what's really interesting. When we flip this over and look at the other side of the coin, because with great convenience, well, comes great responsibility.
So here's the crucial point. We have to be aware of the trade-offs. The AI's power comes from your personal data, so privacy is a real concern. These systems can also inherit biases from the data they're trained on. And remember, they're not perfect. It's still so important to use your own judgment.
So, now for the practical part. How can you take command of these powerful tools yourself and actually put them to work?
You know, it can be as simple as this prompt right here. You can use this in a general AI assistant like ChatGPT or Gemini by telling it to act as your assistant and giving it clear rules like the product and the budget. You'll get focused, useful results in seconds.
The same logic applies to travel. A detailed prompt like this one is incredibly powerful. You're not just asking for some vague ideas, you're asking for a whole plan, complete with logistics, a daily schedule, and local recommendations, all tailored to your budget.
And here's where it gets really smart. You can connect different needs together. You can use a prompt like this to link your travel plans directly to your shopping list, asking the AI to create a packing list and even suggest budget-friendly things to buy for the trip. It's just seamless.
So the power isn't just in the hands of big companies anymore. It's in your hands. By understanding how these assistants work, their incredible strengths, and their important limits, you are now equipped to make this technology a truly personal tool. The only question left is, what are you going to ask it to do first?